Let's go in and introduce our players. We have to the bottom right hand side of the map our blue Protoss player. It is going to be Invictus Gaming's Jim. And to the upper left hand side our red Terran player from Storm Gaming. Let's hear it if you're cheering on Nado. So Nado versus Jim here. Let's get this set up and ready to rumble. Obviously Jim looked pretty good actually in game 1 on Frozen Temple against Bjorn. I actually sort of felt like, I felt he was behind, but then the last fight was super close, way closer than I thought it was going to be, so that turned out to be pretty kind of intense at the end. But then game 2 he just sort of died to the proxy play out of his opponent, so we'll see what happens here as we go into this this next one. Obviously Jim also played against Ryung a little bit earlier. He, well actually happened between Jim and Ryung, I can't remember. It wasn't too crazy a series, pretty standard stuff I think for the most part, just very standard stuff I suppose. Anyways, we go into this as Jim to the bottom right hand side as the blue Protoss player. And he's going to be going up against the red Terran player to the upper left hand side from Storm Gaming. It is Nado. Thank you very much Zombie Group for subscribing. Hello, how are you doing today? Let's throw some love in the chat, please, guys, and welcome Zombie Grub on board to the sub hype. Let's see who's SC China to roll, and thank you very much for the sub, appreciate it. Thank you. As we kick off into this TVP, we're going to be seeing a factory is starting to build up here from Nado. So, factory's starting to build up from Nado. And we're seeing this, actually just building up a marine from him as well. So it is a gas burst into the factory to begin with. And the second gas coming down now from Nado as well. So obviously double gas play is going to be very aggressive in the early stages. And this is a map where you expect to see maybe tank-based pushes, something similar to what Bjorn just did on Galactic Process, or was about to do on Galactic Process after his Widowmine drop. Only he didn't actually end up doing that at all there, you know, because he kind of ended the game too quickly. So we're going to see this probe coming in, just going to be nibbling away on this mineral patch on the natural. He has been across the map, he has seen the factory first, so he knows potentially what's coming. And a general response to this is most likely going to be something like the Robo Facility and 2 extra gateways. Or the Stargate is also something I was about to say as a possibility, because we saw him do this sort of in the last game, and we just went into that Phoenix to defend, so it's again a possibility. It's going to be the Widowmine drop to begin with, so the thing is, even if you don't get detection out in terms of an Oracle, if you do get those Phoenix out, then they can lift up the Widowmines before they go off, and you can also just hunt down medevacts. In fact, I personally feel as though the Stargate is probably one of the best ways to shut down one base aggression of a Terran player a lot of the time. The part where I feel Stargate play becomes a bit weaker is in the follow-up push, if we do see like a tank evac follow-up, and so on. I do feel as though this is going to be kind of interesting. So, you're going to be seeing some Marines joined up together with this Widowmine as well. We're going to be seeing this set of units getting set up and ready to go. We've seen this Widowmine and 6 Marines loading on up, and they are going to move down the left-hand side of the map. So here we go. Nado going to start getting aggressive, and there's actually the Cyclone follow-up, the Liberator as well. You do see the second barracks also coming down right now. So second rack's going to come down, and well, here we go. Medevac going to be coming across, and aggression will begin very shortly. Where are the Phoenix then? There's one on the way out. There's already one here. So let's see how this goes. I mean, does he actually commit in when he sees the Phoenix? I think backing away might be the better choice and just building up everything together. Pulling in everything. Siege tank already out. Cyclone will come in as well with the Liberator too to help push this back here now. It's going to be interesting, I think. So a couple of Phoenix just going to sit up on the top on this main base, and we are going to be seeing the Phoenix just shooting away at that medevac there. A little bit of damage done. Siege tank from Nado just setting up, and there's the bunker coming in from a distance actually. Marines will move forwards and actually fight against the Phoenix for a moment. Medevac takes some damage. It's a very slow push that Nado's going for. Very far back bunkers. Here we go though. Many of the Adepts are out, and the Phoenix, well, this is what they are very good at. They lift that Widowmine, lift the tank, take them out of the fight. The Liberator in the sky is unaccounted for though. I mean, the Phoenix can work their way through it, but very slowly. But it looks as though it's going to be enough. Cyclone is going to go down, and she gets lifted up and evacuated. Tank gets dropped back down to the ground. The Phoenix will finish off the Liberator. It's a good defense by Jim, I think. However, the bunker is up, so he won't clean this out immediately. He's actually going to come in with a few more Adepts. He'll try and kill off this Cyclone. It gets lifted and once again pulled back here. towards the bunker. Overcharge coming down again. Marine going to get taken down. There's going to be seeing this Liberate and a couple more Marines from Nado continuing to push in this direction. So, going to be joining up over here, and we'll be seeing this Phoenix just moving forwards. A few Zealots and a few Adepts moving forwards as well. Continue to see what else they can do, trying to break through this. The bunker is the real issue at this point, but the bunker as it goes down, well, now the Marines are kind of out there on their own. The Phoenix are coming in, fresh Phoenix now. They'll come in to target down the Liberator to begin with. Doesn't go down quickly, but will go down eventually. It still looks as though Jim is the one making the defense here. You know, he's cleaning up, and he's got 2 bases to keep on producing from, and that's exactly what we're seeing. This Cyclone is going to die. And now Nado, well, he's got a few more Marines, a tank still available, coming in to reinforce this army. As we'll see these 4 Adepts looking to see what's up, looking to see what's happening. Moving forwards, the Adepts going to keep on trading here. The another Phoenix coming in, no energy on it. So can't just lift the tank up, but the tank is out on its own. And that's going to be GG right there. Nado is going to tap out for Jim to take game 1 of this best. And introduce our players, I think. Probably the best thing to do. Let's introduce these guys. So, to the upper right side of the map is going to be our Blue Pros player. He's taking game number 1 of this best of 3. He is going to be Jim. And to the bottom left-hand side is going to be our Red Terran player from Psystorm Gaming. Let's see if you're cheering on Nado. Alright then, so game 2 of this best of 3 series. I'm going to be setting up into this and having a look to see what's going to be going on, what's going to be happening. Interested to see how this goes actually. You're going to see Iraq's coming down at the front, so Iraq's coming down and Gateway going to come down as well to the upper right hand side. So it's going to set up into this, and a couple of gas going to be coming in here from Jim, so he is going to be playing a little bit more aggressively this time around. So a couple of assemblers coming in right on the start. DLHF Jim, says Nado. Jim says, you know, you want to one-base me? I'm not afraid to one-base you. Right back at you. There's going to be seeing GLGL being called by Jim. 2 gates. Alright, this is really nice aggressive opening. I mean, this is going to be like a a really aggressive opening. Like lots of Adepts coming out. We have lots of Adepts on the way out. We'll be having just lots of pressure on the map, basically, from our Protoss player. So, just getting this set up and ready to go. And we've seen this SCV from Nado going to be coming back up towards the upper right-hand side, just to have a little bit of a scout and to see what is happening. So SCV comes back in, and we're not going to see that probe from Jim moving up the left-hand side here. So, probe from Jim moving up the left, looking to see what's going on. And the Cybernetics core finishing up. So a couple of Adepts going to be on the way out in a moment or two, and we're just going to be seeing, again, Jim just sat here, just waiting to see what the next sort of stage from him will be. 2 Stalkers on the way, probably a Proxy Stargate follow-up, right? Lots of pressure into something like a Proxy Stargate could be super, super powerful. We'll see that Reaper just patrolling up on the high ground. CC about halfway done. Bunker will come down as well. And you're just going to be seeing, well, there's a factory added on too. So Nado again set up Bunker coming in. I mean, he scouts, he sees no natural. Bunker is pretty much the first thing you want to get up. I love what he's doing as well. It's kind of interesting. He's going to say, well, I don't really necessarily need to hold my natural expansion. Once it finishes, I can lift that up and move that into the main base, perhaps. While, you know, this bunker over here is just going to, while this bunker here will protect my depots and so on. So, you're going to see this Reaper from Nado is going to be moving around still. And this Mothership core continue to move down to the bottom left-hand side. Engineering Bay going to finish up momentarily. The factory as well. Going to be finishing very soon. So factory will finish in a moment or so, and there's a reactor also coming down from Nado. I mean, it's all about, you know, we're talking about what Nado is doing, but how is he going to defend against this? These 2 Stalkers and the Mothership core are going to start working their way against this orbital, and Pylon's actually going to come in at a distance to work away against the bunker. That Pylon a little bit too close there. I guess he puts a Pylon in over here as well, which is out of range of the bunker, to be able to attack the high ground. So it's an interesting startup already. Proxied was another gateway actually, so it's just going to be like a free gate all in. Wow, 1 Reaper across the map will actually force maybe, oh, actually Stalkers just pop out, so the Reaper will go down pretty quickly. So Reaper does fall. Oh god, we've seen, well, this bunker's going to go down in the low ground. Did he salvage it? He might not even get the chance to. Coming up the ramp, here we go, another Pylon's going to get overcharged. Bunker's going to start taking a lot of damage. Mothership core taking damage too, but Nado, well, he's going to lose the bunker. He's going to kill off 1 Stalker, or is he actually? The Marines are going to go down too. Nado's got a Cyclone on the way out. But 4 Stalkers are currently just threatening the front, and well, obviously now he's going to have this pylon to warp in from, albeit slow warp-ins. There's still going to be warp-ins. Tech Lab will go down, that'll slow down tank, etc., which of course is very useful in terms of continuing to kind of build up here. Cyclone gets caught immediately, does kill the Mothership Core, but the Stalkers left over against just Marines and SCVs are going to have the time of their lives. He's got high ground vision too, thanks to this pylon he's just placed up here as well. I mean, this is just going to be fantastic for Jim, as he's just going to close out game number 2 very simply, very easily. Very well played from him, as a few more Stalkers coming in, and we'll continue just clean out a few more units here. A few more Stalkers continue to drop, and that will be that, and that will be GG. Nado is going to have to tap on out, and Jim will take the 2-0. And that means actually we have now confirmed Bjorn and Rion going